welcome to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren. I'm the president and CEO of Great Energy, LLC, and I'm also the treasurer of our Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, and I'm the station manager at OCTV, and I'm the secretary of the board on the chamber board.
Yes, you are.
Yay.
And she always does a fantastic job on getting our minutes ready for us.
Oh. Well, you guys make it easy.
Well, what does that mean? Does that mean that our meetings aren't very involved?
No,
the
meetings are, yeah, right. I mean, you follow the agenda to the T, so then all I have to do is just go listen to what everybody said about that agenda. I've done minutes for many boards, and some boards don't follow the agenda, and so 3 days later when I'm doing the minutes, I'm like, what are we even talking about? So no, the chamber makes it easy. They stick to it. Yep.
Good.
Stick to the plan.
We're happy that you're the one that's taking
good,
care of those minutes, I'll tell you.
They're always fun.
It's one job I don't want to have to do.
Oh, and you're the treasurer. Believe me,
you know,
that doesn't sound fun.
The thing is that with the previous titles that I've had, I've still always done. All these years, I've always done the books. It's always, we just have another body say that they're the treasurer. So now it's really on my shoulders.
You're doing a good job.
Well, the chamber's doing well, so
I think so too.
That's always a good thing too. But you know, we've talked in the past about our community breakfast and leadership awards that we have. And we actually had that event. And I would have to say, with all the years that I've attended these, this one was by far the best.
It was.
It was one of these things that we had, we presented 5 awards, and for every award that was received, beautiful speeches were stated, but you know what? All of those standing ovations, it just really, it brought tears to your eyes.
Yes, it was awesome.
You couldn't help, you just couldn't help but be emotional over what all of these different individuals in different ways have helped this community.
Right.
And we were so fortunate to be able to present these awards, and yet there were so many people that it was difficult for us to even choose who we were going to actually have it be our final decision. Really.
Yeah, it was really tough.
Because normally we're 3.
Yeah.
And we had to make it, my goodness, no, when it came to, making that final cut, it had to be 5.
And so this was an unusual year because of the shooting at the high school in November, and certainly that's what people were getting acknowledgments for, which the appreciation in that room was palpable. But then also in Joe Medor and Terry Onika's case, Joe Medor is the manager for the Village of Oxford, and Terry Onika is the clerk/treasurer. They really, I mean, they did their normal everyday job, but in doing so, they really brought the village forward financially, which is really nice. So that they needed to be acknowledged for that as well. You can't ignore that. That's something that the village has struggled for years and years and years to be financially secure, and they seem to be now. So so there was a lot of levels that needed to be acknowledged, and of course there's a lot of people in the community that quietly did what they had to do on that awful day, and we were all affected by that.
Boy, for sure, yeah.
But it was really a very nice breakfast. I've been to a number of them, and it was an amazing show of solidarity.
That's a good way of saying that. Yes, absolutely, it was. And we had our event out at Independence Village, which is always a wonderful place to be at.
Good venue, yeah.
And food, Chef Dodd, he always has done a beautiful job, and he did not fail us this year.
So pretty, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Food was good, food was hot, food was plentiful.
Yep.
And it was really great.
And the service, I mean, those people really worked their heinies off at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I mean, they had to be there a lot earlier than that to put that on, and they were so pleasant with everybody.
They were so kind, but then again, Independence Village, they're taking care of on their regular basis. They're taking care of all of the residents there, and the residents there are majority of them are senior citizens. And they are just the most pleasant people. And I do have to give out a little shout out to my new best friend out there at Independence Village, Larry Allen. Larry, I enjoyed talking with you after our event was all done, and it was really fun to sit and talk with some of the residents.
Right.
We talked about my dad. He was a retiree from GM, and Larry, he worked for GM. And then we had another lady there that both she and her husband, who has passed, but both she and her husband worked for John Deere. So we talked about tractors.
Fun. How interesting. Yeah, right.
So, I mean, it was so pleasant. It was just a wonderful way for myself to be able to end my day, my morning, with an event that took place there that was outstanding, and then to just talk with these wonderful people about our everyday lives.
Yeah, right. And I always say everybody's got a story to tell, and boy, I'll tell you, those people there, they really do. And they're happy to tell it.
That is so true, Terry. Everybody has a story to share and a story to tell.
Yeah.
And all of that history that is inside those walls.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Good place to do a bunch of My Lives, right?
Exactly.
Oh, what am I thinking? Yeah, we have a program called My Life, and while I'm talking about that, that features people in this community, and you just hear their life story, and it's so interesting. So that would be a gold mine, really, for us. I don't know why we don't go over there more often.
There's just so much history there, and once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah,
and if we don't have it on tape, or in our archives, it will be gone, and that would be sad.
Yeah, it
Very,
would be.
very sad.
So we do try to get as many people who are willing to tell their story.
Yes.
So OCTV can do that for you, and the families. It's amazing. The families so appreciate it when they're alive, so they can ask, "Oh, Grandpa, I didn't know you did that,"
Right.
and they can further on their conversation, which is really fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great place. I'm so glad that we have a community within our community like that.
Exactly. And I was just going to say that same thing, because we're very fortunate to have that.
Yeah, we really
Not
are.
every community around does
Right.
have something like that. And for us to actually also be able to have events there too.
Oh,
I
my
can
gosh,
remember, I mean, we've just done so many different things out at Independence Village, and the very first time I went out there, I wasn't even aware that it was there.
Oh.
I mean,
It's so quiet back there.
Well, I mean, here you see the golf course in the very front on M24, and then you drive a little ways down, and it's homes. And so I really
beautiful?
and truly felt that that's what this whole area was, the golf course and all these homes, until I drive down a little bit further, and there sits
They're there.
Independence Village.
Whoever designed that did a great job. That's for sure.
sure.
I'd like to see more of that in our community. And there is some building going on in our community, which is encouraging as well.
A lot of, yes,
Yeah.
a lot of that, a lot of that. So, but what we also did at that particular event was we have partnered up with Genesis Credit Union. And we are doing, well, actually, with Genesis and the Chamber, we are awarding 4 $1,000 scholarships
right.
to our Oxford High School seniors. So we've opened this up for everyone to be able to apply for this.
That's pretty amazing.
And that is, our criteria for this isn't where, it's got to be a 3.5 average,
Yeah, I
and
love
you have
that.
to be doing all these community events. But we've made it such that it can be open to kids that may not be attending a university or a college, but going into a trade school.
Which we need so desperately.
We do. I mean,
That's
our
encouraging.
trades are really suffering because our young people are not able to go to that, or maybe not even aware of it, but they have a skill that really and truly needs to be developed. So,
And it's unusual. I know the women's club does it as well. But when your kids are looking for scholarships, they are generally geared towards a university of some sort, a higher education. Which in my mind, I don't believe a trade school is not a higher education. I think it is as well. But so there's not as many scholarships out there for kids that aren't going to go to college but need that assistance to get into some kind of trade school.
Exactly.
And I know a couple years ago the governor was pushing more education for trade schools. They were pushing the high schools to gear kids towards trade schools. I know that Tim Throne, thank you, was really pushing that they beefed up their trade school education. So this is really encouraging to see this trend coming on.
It is.
And I'm glad to be part of it.
Absolutely, and we're very lucky that, Genesis has partnered up with our chamber. 2.5 grade point average or higher. I believe it's open until April 15th. Yes, April 15th is the final day to get in your application. So call Genesis Credit Union, call the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, talk to your counselors at the high school. Please take advantage of this scholarship. This is going to be going on for a number of years now, and it's called the Community Pride Scholarship for Oxford High School. So with that being said, we're going to take a real quick break, so don't go away. Terry and I have got a lot to share today.
Sure do.
Welcome back. Terry and I were talking about our event that we had out at Independence Village, but now we'd like to just share with you our upcoming mixers that we're going to be having. Chamber always has on the last, is this Tuesday?
I think it is
Last
Tuesday
of the month. I'm sorry. We have our mixers, and so on April 26th, our mixer that one's going to be a joint mixer with Lake Orion, and that one's going to be at Homegrown Brewery. So that one's in April, but the one that we're having in March, that's March 29th, that one's going to be at 24th Street Tavern. So these mixers go from 4 to 6, and you can just come in, greet everybody, see everybody, pass business cards. This is where so many people meet new people. Where else are you going to meet them? Not everyone has a business right here in town. You could be like myself, where I work out of my home. But this is where you actually have that opportunity to see people face to face. So the mixers have always been and continue to be one of our biggest opportunities for networking. We call that networking because that's exactly what it is. Back in the day, I didn't know Terry, and Terry didn't know me, and I'm sure that's exactly where we met. So it's always good to come and be open-minded and just be friendly. A smile can say 1,000,000 words. So
I've met a lot of people at the mixers that I didn't even know there were businesses available to us, whether they're in the downtown area or even our really, really local business area. There's people that are a little bit beyond Oxford that we don't have a service for in Oxford. So we're bringing them into the community. The chamber's bringing them into the community. And it's really very fun to go to these things. You see people you haven't seen for a while, which is nice. You can always do the catch-up thing. And then also people that you had no idea they were available to us, which is really cool.
Well, and we do have, and we've talked about this in the past, we do have our directory. But that directory is only with the people that we had at that time, which is wonderful. That's wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but we're We are on a weekly basis, really.
Getting new members.
Getting new
Yeah,
members.
it's wonderful.
And with that being said, let me just put a shout out for the few that we had. We've got Stars Equestrian Center. It's a horseback riding center, and we've got Canine Stray Rescue, which, I mean, if we see them on Facebook all the time with all of their dogs and cats that they have available, that they take in and take care of and adopt out. Nora's Bridal.
Isn't that
beautiful.
exciting? Everybody says there's some beautiful stuff in there. I've been trying to get in there. And these are just
That's just
new
a
members
few.
in the last month or so.
No, last week.
Last week.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
last
that's
week
right.
or
We
so.
get this every week. That's right. And so it's
we
very
do.
cool.
We get this update every week.
Yeah.
It's an email that goes out, and if you're not receiving it, please, by all means, send off just a little email to info@oxfordchamber.net and say, please add me to your weekly email blast, because there is a plethora of information. Everything that we share with you on top of others. There's jobs that are posted on there. This is something that our chamber members, like myself, I've got an article that's in there last week, and this week is in there. So this is something that our chamber members utilize. It's free when you think about it. It's part of your membership, but we do not charge an additional fee to include this, so that all of these people are aware of a special that you may have going on, or something new that you have in stock, depending on your business.
Right, right.
I mean, so many things.
Or be careful, you got to come to the back door rather than the front door, because we're building a new sidewalk. It's amazing the information that's in there that you're like, oh, okay, good, I'll park in the back.
And
it really makes a difference.
Amy kept us always updated with when we were doing all of the street construction.
Yeah, streetscape,
Oh my goodness, there was just so much information that. And it doesn't come out like bi-monthly. It comes out every single week. It's always Monday morning, usually between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning. So what a great way to start your week.
And then if there's something really cool going on, like the breakfast, that came to my email like every other day.
Right, when we have an
there's a
event
big
like
thing,
that,
yeah.
she also creates between Sarah and Amy, they always create a special. That's all that one particular email will be about.
Yeah.
So we've got, like even with our Coffee Connects, that's coming up as well. We always have that on the first Tuesday of the month. So you'll see that in this newsletter, but you'll also see that will come out too. Don't forget about our Coffee Connect, because that's the first Tuesday of the month. And so people might forget, geez, was it Tuesday? Was it Wednesday? Was it the first week? Was it the second week? Until
It's
you
always
get
the
into
same,
that
right.
routine,
Right.
And
you mentioned that's part of the service for the chamber.
Yes.
So I just learned this past week. We have a really low fee dues
Oh my
for the
gosh.
chamber.
Yeah.
It's really low, but what I didn't know is a lot of chambers have this smorgasbord. If you want to do advertising in the newsletter, that's another
It's a la
additional
carte. It's
a la
a la
carte.
carte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also a part of the chamber is OCTV, which is why I'm on the board. And I thought it would be great for us to be able to network with the businesses in the community at OCTV. But we also try, when there's a new member, we try to go out to their business, feature their business on our community access to let people know, number one, they're a chamber business member, which to me is an important designation. And another thing is, do you know who Nora's Bridal is?
Right.
Let's tell the community. Although I do have a call into her, so hopefully we'll be able to get in there. And Canine Stray Rescue, oh my goodness. We love to feature them anyhow, but a lot of people that just moved into this community, I've seen it on Facebook. Anybody know where we could pick up a puppy, or where I could drop off? I have blankets or food dishes or food. Canine Stray Rescue. So OCTV loves featuring new businesses.
Absolutely.
It's exciting.
And it's such a I mean, and you're doing this, you're putting that time in to share and bring out to the community for the community to learn.
Yeah, right.
So important,
Yep.
so important.
Sure is.
And so we are thrilled that Terry is on our board. Even, I mean, Terry's been a friend for a long time, but to have these two businesses, because the Chamber's a business as well, so having these two businesses working together,
Promoting. Yeah.
and just helping,
Yeah.
and that is what the Chamber is about.
Yep.
We are promoting the businesses that are Chamber members, and we do that in every way we possibly can.
Yep.
So I just want to say that our Coffee Connects, I almost forgot about that. Our April Coffee Connect is going to be Tuesday, April 5th at Journey Lutheran Church. And our May one is May 3rd. So remember, first Tuesday of the month, May 3rd, that's going to be at our Oxford Village Police Station. So with that being said, we're going to take a really quick break and we'll be right back. So don't go away. Welcome back to Daybreak. Terry and I, when we were at our community breakfast, one of our speakers was Alexa Kramer, and she was from the Small Business Association of Michigan. And at our board meeting that we just had, we have said that, yes, we've decided we are going to become a member of that. The Chamber is going to become a member of that, which is yet going to be another benefit to our Chamber members. So
Right, so as long as we're a member, our Chamber members can also get that networking and advice from the small businesses.
Yes.
Yeah, they offer a lot of things. I haven't even had a chance to be on that website yet, but what was presented to us as a board was really interesting.
It was. So I mean, we don't have all the details yet. But we are going to be joining and are really looking forward to seeing what more with this access, what more we as a chamber will be able to offer our chamber members.
Yeah, that's great. We're constantly growing and constantly, the whole board has their eye out and ears open for what else we can bring to the chamber members to help them. There was a question posed to us at one point by the board members, what do you do for
your chamber members?
Like, do we not do anything? We do so much promoting for the businesses in this community. We promote the community, whether they're a chamber member or not. And again, we have speaker series where speakers come in to help out the business owners. They have certain topics that might be of interest. It's amazing what they do. I mean, I could go on and miss something. Get on our website, which is info.chamber.net, right? Info Chamber. I can never remember the name of it. All you have to do, though, is type in the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, and that brings up our website. And it's so fun just to dance around on there and see all the members. And there's a lot of members. It's amazing how many members we have.
Exactly.
And look at that book to see. That's a good-sized book.
Exactly, yes. We're getting close to 200.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it has grown so much in all the years that I've been a member, because we have that many more businesses out there.
Yeah, right.
And
we're growing.
Even businesses that maybe have been around for a long, long time have finally decided, you know what, I think I need to join because I see what the chamber is doing. You'll see it on Facebook. You know, if one of our members is promoting something, you know, there's
there.
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy finds it and boop, it gets onto our chamber page, so that she's able to, you know, have that many more people are able to see.
That's 200 more people that you didn't know you knew.
That's right.
Until you get involved with the chamber.
And then when they get in touch with you, they'll share it, and so.
It only takes one person to start talking to the next guy, to the next guy to the next guy.
Exactly.
What is that? 7 people removed from Willie Nelson kind of thing.
Oh, my goodness.
All the people that you don't know you know until you join the chamber.
Yep.
It's so fun. And then the events that they have too, like I know you're about to talk about the golf outing.
I just want to
can't
make
believe,
sure.
as cold and rainy as it was last year,
Yep.
I can't believe how many people I saw there going, oh, you're part of the chamber. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you were.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
It is.
I keep saying that.
We're talking
It's a
about
party.
our upcoming golf outing that the chamber is going to be doing. It's our 7th annual. And so save the date. It's going to be June 17th. And registration will be 8 a.m. and tea time will be at 9 a.m. So I believe that Jeff said that they're limiting our number to 72 players.
That's a lot.
So, I think that once registration is going to be starting this week, so Amy's going to have that all out and available, so you'll be able to start registering. I think that if we do get more than that 72 early on, that we will have to expand it.
Sure.
So the guys are really getting all excited. I think they've already had like 3 or 4 meetings
Yep,
on
they
this.
sure have.
And here, that
It's coming
started
together.
at the very beginning of March. So they're excited, we're excited, we're excited to share.
It's a fun event.
It's very much
And that's
so.
a luncheon as well, so right?
Yep,
So
yep.
there's the golf
no
and the
speaker,
luncheon.
There'll be a luncheon.
Just chatting.
And if once again, for networking, if you're not a golfer, but you want to come just for the lunch, then you may register
Oh, yeah,
just for the
Yep.
lunch.
That's me.
And I mean,
not a
we
golfer.
work it too.
Yeah,
And I mean, I think I only played golf one time, and I didn't even play. We had a member that she didn't have anybody to play with. She didn't know how to drive the cart, and I said, well, I know how to drive the cart. So there I was. It was Regina from AAA at that time. She's moved her offices, so she's no longer with us as a chamber member, but I remember driving Regina. We had the best time.
Yeah.
That was the only time
It
I've
looks
been
like
on the
they're
course.
having fun out there too.
Oh, my
You can hear
gosh.
laughing all the way over the hill. It's just a great fun day.
It is.
It's
even,
not
even,
serious.
like you said, last year with all that rain and cold and iciness.
Everybody was there. Everybody showed up. You could still hear them laughing over the hill, and you see those carts going up and down. It's really nice. And then there's also a drink cart as well, right?
We're having
this year.
Yep, this year we're going to be having
That's
drinks
nice.
as well.
Yep.
So we'll be giving you
fun
more
day.
information as we receive that information.
Right.
I'd like to just share a little bit of something that I'm going to be doing. On March 24th at 3 p.m., you'd have to register for this event, but I'm going to be sharing a 60-minute webinar on harmony. I am part of the Your Platinum Future community where I'm one of their providers, and I have the opportunity to be in the room with providers from Nigeria. Uma is from Nigeria. She's an executive with BNI. She's going to be sharing information. I've got a chief commander. She's retired, Erica Kelly. She does a number of different events that she shares as far as masterminds and such. I personally, on this day, will be doing one on harmony. So if you are interested in learning how to grow that inner peace within yourself, please just send me an email and just write in the subject line harmony, and I will send you the information as to how you can register for this event. We'll put that out on the on the underneath here, and you'll be able to have that information. But I just wanted to share that with you. So with that being said, thank you so much for being with us today. And Terry, I always enjoy sharing this
It's always
time
fun.
with you.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again real soon. Take care.
Come back to Daybreak.
Yes.